Morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I know it's probably an early start, so you haven't got a lot very far into it, but I'm believing for a good day for you today. So we're going to be in Genesis chapter 40, 41, that kind of area. And I'm excited about this because we're going to continue to talk about Joseph. So, do you ever feel overlooked or forgotten? If you do, you will really relate to this story because Joseph is the ultimate at being forgotten about. So maybe you wonder why your talents or your abilities go unnoticed by others. That is not the case with God. He is the one who has gifted you with the unique ability to fulfill his plans and purposes. And sometimes through our timing is not exactly lined up with his timing. And those things aren't aligning. Therefore, it's important to remember that his delays are not his denials. Just because we are in a stretch where we feel like we're forgotten and that maybe God has called us years ago to do something and we are forgotten out there. Well, that may not be the case. God is someone that knows what's best for us. He works on his schedule, his time, and he will do what he knows what's best for us. So here will be Genesis chapter 40, verse 14. It says, "And please remember me and do me a favor when things go well for you." He had just interpreted these dreams and helped these guys out. When things go well for you, mention me to Pharaoh so he might let me out of this place, for I was kidnapped from my homeland, the land of the Hebrews, and now I'm here in prison, and I did nothing to deserve it. So he's like, yo, I'm innocent. This is a mistake. I shouldn't be in here. I'm in here for doing the right thing. So come on now. And then we skip down to verse 23. This is the cupbearer, the guy that he helped get out. Pharaoh's chief cupbearer, however, forgot all about Joseph and never gave him another thought. So Joseph is just sitting in there. He's thinking, wow, I really helped this guy out. He's going to be so grateful. He's going to remember me for sure. Like for sure. He's going to remember me because I'm a big deal. I helped him out. So that's not the case here. After being sold into slavery by his own brothers, he felt he was falsely accused of a crime and thrown into prison. Gifted by God to interpret dreams, kind of a recap here, he helped two fellow inmates understand what they had dreamt. When one of them was released, he asked them, please remember me. Yet 2 years passed and Joseph was still in slammer. Finally, his former inmate remembered him and summoned him to interpret Pharaoh's dream. In God's timing, he so impressed Pharaoh that he was put in charge of all of Egypt. So he's sitting there for 2 years thinking that I'm never going to get out of here. This guy betrayed me. He didn't let me out. But that's not the case. So we're going to go over here to chapter 41, verse 41. Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the entire land of Egypt. So he goes from being wrongly accused, being put in jail, in there for years, to all of a sudden being in charge of all of Egypt. He's given this huge promotion. Well, obviously it's a promotion coming from jail, but he's given this huge promotion. He's put in a very, very high place of leadership in charge of all of Egypt. So what can we learn from this? I hear so many times people say that God's forgotten me or God doesn't care about me. I don't believe that's true. I think that he wouldn't go through the trouble of creating you, of giving you purpose and designing your life to have a purpose and if we're faithful, giving us the ability to be completely fulfilled in that calling. I don't think he would do all that just to forget about us. Like he got a better toy to play with or whatever. That's just not how any of this works. His timing, though, is not to be messed with. He knows what's best. And many, many times in my life, I've been patient up to a point. And when I get to that point, it's like, listen, it's time, Lord. Like, I've been patient. It's time. I've had enough of this. But It's never worked. God's always known exactly the right time and what was best for me. And it's just come through time and time again. Just stay faithful. Keep doing things that are going to honor him, and be patient. Rest in his peace from trusting him, and you'll be fine. Lord, I pray that whoever's watching this today that's frustrated and that feels like God has forgotten them, that they feel like that they've had enough of waiting. Lord, I pray that you give them the strength to wait a little longer, to wait for things to develop the way you know they will, and for us to live out in your purpose instead of trying to force things and try to make things happen on our own. Lord, let us just rest in your abilities. We praise you. Amen. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll catch you again on here next time.